Hello, everybody. Some old guy with MS here. Um, this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm combining a movie and my thoughts on the stock market. So the movie first. We'll get this stupid thing out of the way. When I decided to start watching movies and letting you all know, my thoughts and opinions and reaction to movies, I asked all my friends what movie would they recommend I watch. And a very good friend of mine said, "Oh, you've got to watch My Dinner with Andre." I said, okay, whatever. Never heard of it, but I found it and I watched it. It was released in 1981, and my friend said it's kind of like a hippie movie. So I watched the whole thing, and what it is two guys, two old friends, have dinner. And that's the whole damn movie. And the guy called Andre, he's talking about what he's been doing for the last 5 years. And apparently he sort of disappeared. And I don't know, I guess he had all sorts of weird and wonderful experiences. And the guy he's having dinner with is this, I would say, very normal, average guy. And his name is Wally. So Andre is explaining all the weird and wonderful things he's done and where he's gone, and he discovered so many things about, I don't know, the human condition, I guess. And he's sort of, in a way he's bragging, and he's just, he's done this, he's done that, he explored this and explored that, and he started a group with a bunch of women he couldn't speak to. They spoke a different language, and over time they learned to sort of act together, I guess. And now it was such a wonderful experience, and blah, 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 blah. And when I'm watching this movie, I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? This movie exactly copies the relationship between me and my friend. And, I don't want to put him down too much, but it's like Andre spent 5 years doing LSD trips, and he's telling Wally about it. And it's sort of like, it's that, or Andre is so absolutely, desperately seeking something that makes him knowledgeable or a guru or, I don't know, widely experienced in the ways of the human condition, and how he's discovered so many things. And then Wally just, I think, cuts through all the bullshit by saying, we discovered lots of new things, and you've gone to a lot of exotic places. But honestly, couldn't you discover the same new things by going to the cigar store next door that you've never been to? And so Andre sort of says, well, I guess so, but, it's like, I don't know. It's like he is trying so desperately to be significant. Yeah. Reminds me of a story I heard about learning Zen. And it says, before you embark on your trip to learn Zen, a tree is just a tree, and a plant is just a plant. And as you embark on your Zen experience, a tree is this magical, wonderful, growing thing, and it's full of complexities, and living plants are amazing, and they're complex and mysterious, and we don't know anything about them, and they're wonderful. And then after you've learned Zen, well, that's the stage where Andre is. He's learning all these magical, mystical, wonderful things. And once you've learned Zen, again, a tree is just a tree, and plants are just plants. And yes, they're magical and wonderful, but a tree is just a tree, and a plant is just a plant. So Wally hasn't gone on this journey. I guess he hasn't learned Zen, but he's where you should end up. That's what I think. Anyway, the movie, My Dinner with Andre, if someone tells you it's a wonderful movie, run. It's like, it's, well, mildly entertaining with zero action, zero anything really. I mean, it's amazing they could make a movie with just two people talking. But in my opinion, if you want a highly entertaining movie with just two people, watch The Odd Couple. Now that's a good movie. Anyway, My Dinner with Andre, give it a hard pass. That's my thoughts about that stupid movie. Now, the important part, investing. Evergrande is this huge property development company in China, and it's more or less bankrupt. It is still operating, but it's sending shockwaves through the Chinese housing market. They have defaulted on several Western payments they're supposed to make, but they don't actually get recorded as defaults till a month later. So I think the first one will be the 23rd of this month. So it's not this week, but next week when, in my opinion, the shit is going to hit the fan. So what does that mean? I think there are going to be shockwaves and tremors throughout all markets. The Chinese market is already experiencing this, so it could be hit particularly bad. Western markets, if Evergrande does not make these payments, and they are recorded as defaults, HSBC, and I think it's called BlackRock, are going to be hit quite hard. And BlackRock is an investment fund. So if you have money in BlackRock, you're in for a very rocky ride. And if you have stock in HSBC, I would sell it. Now, if you're just a normal investor in Western markets, I would say try and get a bunch of cash together. This is counterintuitive, but sell all your losers. The stocks that are still doing good, I'd keep them, but sell all your losers. If they're break even, sell them, and wait till after the 23rd, and then buy back into the market. Everything should have dipped, and buy blue chip solid companies. No one, like they say, don't time the market. Well, this is not exactly timing the market. This is acting when a known event is going to happen. The only question is, how bad is it going to be? I mean, it is possible nothing happens in Western markets. It is possible we have a 2% drop. It is possible we have like a 30 or 50% drop. That's what I shouldn't say we're hoping for, but that's what will give you a great opportunity to make some money. Now, Chinese markets will undoubtedly fall way more. And if you invest in Chinese markets after the 23rd, you'll probably make a killing. But personally, I do not trust Chinese markets. The Chinese Communist Party can manipulate the markets any way they want. If they see too many Westerners are making a pot full of money, I'm sure they will clamp down on that, and you'll end up losing everything. I would much rather invest in North American markets, or if you're in Europe, European markets, or British markets. And yes, I would avoid anything to do with China. I would actually avoid Hong Kong markets. I kind of think I would avoid Western companies that sell into China, where China is their main market. China is going to go through some hard times, I think. And us in the West, I think we just want to feel some ripples from that and invest in the troughs of the ripples, and you'll do quite well. So, again, to recap, my recommendation is sell your losers, gather as much cash as you can, and get ready to invest after the 23rd. If nothing happens, well, you just got a bunch of cash. You know, you sold your losers, so it really doesn't matter. If something does happen, you can cash in. Even if it's 2%, 10%, or 50% down, you can make some money. Anyway, I think that's about it. I will have to do a investing video next week. We see what happens with Evergrande. So I think that's about it. Oh, yes. I am not an investment advisor. Take everything I say with a grain of salt and do what you want to do. I'm just some old guy with MS. See, I'm not an investment advisor. Yeah, so please like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. I'd really like to hear your comments. And I'd really like you to subscribe. But comment, please. Tell me if you think Evergrande is going to cause ripples around the world. Tell me if you think it will be an opportunity. Anyway, that's it. The following is not for you. Well, and communication. Okay, this is not for you. Start listening. Masquerade. 8, 8, 1, click. Masquerade. 8, 3, 3, click. End transmission.